Hello, welcome. Looking forward to Monday. It's Monday, and today we're going to talk about dreams that were in the drawer and about someone that took those dreams from the drawer and made them a reality. And if you want to know how to do it yourself, because we all have dreams and projects in that drawer, well, stay with me because I'm going to introduce to you my friend Britgal. So I'm so happy to see you here. Whether you are watching live or in the replay, please say hi and let me know that you're watching. And if you have any question for me or my guest, please write it below so that we can answer that now or later if you're watching the replay. And we love if you put likes and hearts and all that stuff, because we got excited and we make even a better interview. So I'm really happy to have my friend since like 10 years now. She's a singer, she's a songwriter, she's a psychiatrist, and a lot of things more, and she's incredible. So I'm so happy to introduce to you my friend Britgal. Are you there?
Hello. Hello,
Hello,
everyone.
how are
Hi.
you?
Hi. I'm fine, thank you. What about you, Plinny?
Oh, I'm so happy to have you here. And look at
Thank
that,
you.
without even like to decide,
We're matching.
we're
We have
matching.
matching. White,
We did.
white.
I promise.
Is that a dress? Is that a dress like mine?
Oh, I love it. It's so nice.
Yeah.
It's so a pleasure for me to have you here. Looking forward to Monday.
A pleasure for me to be here.
Yeah.
Hello,
So
everyone.
so what I'm really passionate about your story, and yeah,
Mhm.
we are friends, so we know each other since like 10 years now,
Yeah, I
even
think
more.
so. Yeah, more or less, yeah.
And what always really impressed me was your attitude and your way to act and go through everything and just make it happen.
Yeah,
And
well,
so
yeah, I try.
and that's why I brought you here to Looking Forward to Monday. So
Yeah.
you are a singer, you're a songwriter, you're a psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist.
Um,
Psychiatrist.
but
Yeah.
let me know first how you can manage all these things together.
Huh.
Huh.
Yeah, I was wondering about that today because it's been a hard day today. Well,
Yeah,
just because it's Monday, but it's always hard until Friday or Sunday because I can work even on Saturdays and Sundays sometimes.
yeah.
Doctors never stop.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I was wondering how do I manage everything? Um, the answer was that basically the job that I have chosen is not that different from arts. I
Hmm.
mean,
Interesting.
among all the specialties that a doctor can choose, I think that psychiatry is maybe the most creative one.
Wow.
Um, yeah, because I mean, they have written a lot of stuff about it, but every day sometimes you have to be creative about the intervention that you use, with
Mhm.
patients.
That's really
um
nice.
yeah, and moreover, I think that making music, so not just writing songs but
Mm.
even making an interpretation, covers of
Yeah,
existing songs, uh, has to do with expressing yourself
yeah,
deeply. If you want to be credible, is that the term to use? I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
If you want to be credible, you have to put yourself inside it.
Absolutely.
And being a psychiatrist means also making a sort of psychological travel in your mind, because to understand others, you have to understand yourself first. And making music is the same thing.
Yeah,
So
for a songwriter.
yeah, so today, what I thought today is, okay, I'm doing different things in my time during the day, but they are not that different. I mean, I think that the common thing among the two is learning to express yourself in a honest way, because you
Absolutely.
cannot lie with patients. And if you want
Yeah,
to be a real artist, you don't have to lie to yourself, and you have to be brave enough to express yourself and what you feel, if you want
yeah.
to write good songs or just do good covers of existing songs.
Yeah, it's the matter
So
like to connect with your audience, to connect with the others. And I think if you want to really connect to real people, you need to be real
yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah,
a lot of
and
people actually, probably even who is watching now, probably will find this very hard. And as a performer myself, uh, when they ask me, how can you do that? Like to be on the stage or to perform or to talk to people. And even being a coach is to be real with my clients and helping them to be the same. But you have to be vulnerable and have the courage actually to show yourself
yeah,
for who you are.
yeah, yeah,
How do you
exactly.
deal with that?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah,
Do you
and
think
it's
yeah, do you think you need to have like a something peculiar, or simply you have to accept that?
I think that every one of us is peculiar in some way. Everyone has different characteristics that
Hmm.
makes every one of us unique. And so
Yeah,
I think that accepting what we are is the first step you have to do in life in general, to do what you want and to be happy with yourself. And that's not easy, because it means working on yourself, working on your vulnerability,
yeah,
seeing that, because sometimes it's even hard to see that you are vulnerable.
yeah.
Um,
That's a good thing. You have actually to be aware
Aware of
of
that. Yeah,
what you're
yeah,
feeling and who you
yeah.
are. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. You know what? In my job, um, what I had to do is basically talk to people who are in serious difficulty.
Hmm.
Um, and I think that working on myself has helped all these years, because I've been doing this job for 12 years now, and I've been working on myself even more.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
I
'cause
think that,
we can tell who's watching that if you are a coach, if you're a teacher, if you are helping someone else, whatever the job is to help the others, every time you help the others to learn something, you are learning too.
yeah, and also you have to be available for crit I don't know, maybe critic is a it's not the good term, but just
Yeah,
to
like to
see.
be to accept even like critics
Yeah,
or
yeah,
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 from the others
accept
as well.
critics, and uh seeing what are your weaknesses, and
Hmm.
accept them, because if you see those weaknesses in yourself, and um you walk through a path, a psychological, emotional path for
Yeah,
accepting them, you can see on others what's happening, and you can understand it more, and you can be more empathetic to them. And I
absolutely.
think that it's the same thing with music and writing songs, because when you write a song, I think that a song is better if it's real.
Hmm.
Doesn't matter if you're talking about a story that's yours or others
Yeah.
maybe inspired you from others' story, but I think that you have to be really honest and real, and you need to
Hmm.
write
Yeah.
something that people can some some way
relate to.
recognize themselves in what you are writing. Have you
Yeah,
ever
I think
listened
it's
to
the
a
same
song?
exactly.
Sometimes I listen to songs and I think, oh my goodness, she got it, or he
I could
got
have
it, he
written
got
that.
it. I lived this experience exactly the same way, or maybe she used an image that exactly depicts what I lived in
Yeah.
in a similar situation. So I think that it's
There
a
is
sort of,
someone particularly that you follow for this reason. Any
yeah,
artist.
yeah. It's an Italian artist, and
Mm.
I don't really listen a lot of Italian music, to be honest. I know that's a shame,
Well,
but
Britgal, we can understand
yeah,
you
of course,
follow more like a British
yeah,
music, right?
yes. Later we can talk about that as well. But there is this singer, and she's a songwriter. She's Levante,
Oh, we type
and yeah,
it. Yeah.
Levante, yeah.
Why do
She
you like
writes
her?
because she's very honest. She uses a very clear images, but that are never for granted. I mean,
Oh,
she
wow.
uses very nice images to describe her feelings,
Hmm.
and she
That is,
uses a
so
lot
it's
of,
really hard to describe feelings.
yeah, and to find images that work when you write a song, it's very difficult. And
Hmm.
also, she uses a lot of jokes with words, like, the English humor is a little bit like that, and in Italian she can do that. So she's really smart. She writes very well. She also writes books, and
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, she wrote 2 books, and they are nice. Yeah, especially the first one. I really liked it.
Yeah, we'll
So,
post the name down below so
yeah,
you
and
can check
also,
her out. She's amazing.
yeah, and also the sound is very international. So it's pop, okay, pop
Okay.
music, not nothing particularly strange to listen to, but it's a very international sound, in my opinion. That's why I like her so much. She's a real performer.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's really good. She's an
That's great.
inspiration to me. Yeah,
Oh, that's interesting then to suggest it to others as well.
yeah.
I want to ask you. So, a couple of months ago, you went out with your first single.
Yes,
How long
Crazy
was
Face.
Crazy Face? That I love it, by the way. And
Thank
we
you.
put the link about that below as well, because I want
Thank
you
you.
all to listen to it.
Thank
Um,
you.
how long was in this project in the drawer? Because we're talking about this drawer with all the projects inside, because I think everybody can relate to that.
You
Raise
know
your
what?
hand if you don't have any project inside a drawer and you never open it. How long
Well,
was there?
I've always have had a lot of projects, but some way I have managed to realize all of them.
That's great.
Um, this song has been in the drawer for a long time.
You don't want to say
I
how long?
because how long? Yeah, now I'm telling you, since 2003.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
this was the first. Actually, it is the first song that I wrote in my life.
That's amazing. And you know
Yeah.
why it's really interesting? Because a lot of artists I always talk to, they told me, "Oh, that was an old song. I don't relate to that anymore, and I don't want to even see it." Uh,
Yeah, but
I think because we change, but
yeah,
you
but
go back to it, right?
there is a but, not a but. Yeah, but the thing is that this song to me was a sort of emotional, psychological travel, and to me, this song meant a sort of resolution of a lot of things that were going on in my mind. Um, it was not a song originally. It was
Wow.
a short poem
Okay.
a short poem that I wrote in a very hard time of my life. It was a very hard time, very painful time to me, relating to things that were happening at that time, and they had to do with my growth. Growth,
Yeah.
is that the term?
Yep. Exactly.
With my family, things that had to be solved some way, and I found this way of writing this little poem. I remember that because I wrote it in a very small piece of paper with some flowers on it. I think I still
Oh.
have it
Oh,
somewhere.
nice.
Yeah, I wrote these, and it was like a sort of, I've got a urgency to write down what I'm feeling because I was feeling so bad. And this came out of my brain. I don't know how. And then I left it in a drawer, and for a long time. After some years, I think it was 2000, 2014, 2015.
Like 10 years later.
Yeah, 10 years
So
later.
it's never too late.
Never
Open the
too late.
drawer.
Yeah, never too late. That's my motto. Live and let live, and never too late are my two mottos.
There you go.
Yeah, and I remember that in 2015, maybe it was, I started playing live with some musicians. So I started quite late for my age.
That's another
So
reason never too late, okay?
yeah, exactly. So I got more passionate about music, playing live, singing live, and also I was interested in how to learn to write songs. The place where we met was an inspiration too
Oh
for
yeah, the
that.
course that we made it together, and
Yeah.
when we met, yes.
Yeah, we met at a music, was it a stage, sort of,
Yeah,
intensive course.
amazing.
And yeah. So I decided to take back this poem from my drawer and to put some music on it. But I remember that I was struggling with that because I couldn't really find a melody that could really fit, or maybe, fit not just in a metrical sense, but fit in a, in a sort
Mood,
of emotional,
emotions, yeah.
emotional sense. Yeah. At some point, I found out a melody that was working quite well, and I went to this other songwriter who is quite famous here in Verona. Her name is Veronica Marchi. She's really good. She writes very nice stuff, and I just asked her to do a couple of songwriting sessions. And in one session, she just gave me two tips. Well, the song was almost ready, and she gave me like two tips to make it work better.
Yeah.
And so I was like shocked because with those two tips that she gave me, the song was working. And then I
How
left.
important is like to have a support and to go to an expert, something that
Yeah.
you like looking for months, years even, and then a
Yeah.
person can just give you a small tip from from their expertise, and you got it in no time.
Yeah, because I didn't believe that I was writing good stuff. I was writing even other stuff I'm still working on, because I'm, you know, you
That's
know,
great.
slow.
That's
I'm going
great.
slow in everything, and yeah, I remember that the song was working, but then I was still a little bit shy because the song was so. The song was so deep and
Yeah.
connected with something I had lived 10 years before, that I wasn't shy showing off that stuff to other people.
But
And
you
then what
mean, were you
happened?
afraid like that others
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
accept that
yeah.
or like it?
Well, I think that I still had to metabolize what happened 10 years before. I have come up with this conclusion. And what happened, the interesting thing, connecting to what you were saying before, that there is people who just abandon their stuff because they believe it doesn't have to do with them anymore. I left again the song in the drawer.
Oh, the second
And
time, yeah.
yeah, for the second time, yeah, even though it was ready. And I remember that last summer, I was experiencing another sort of little tragedy in my life, even though it was for different reasons. My guitarist Jada, the one collaborating with me with Britgal, she was like, she's a songwriter too, and she was like, she came to me and she was really nice to me, and she said, why don't you transform what you're feeling in a song? And I told her, I've got this song in a drawer, and I think that some way this can be related to what is happening now, because what happened in the past is just, not forgotten, but it helped me to grow
To
up,
grow, yeah.
and that's it. I have accepted it. And so she told me, let's try together, I can help you with the guitar. And I was like, okay, let's try. And she told me, I need a second stropha, help me.
A second verse.
Yeah, I cannot hear you
A
anymore.
second verse.
I don't hear you.
Don't hear
What's
me?
happening?
What's happening? Just a second. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
No.
Oh no! It was going so well.
It's
no, but you answer.
Always like that. Why?
Plinny,
please tell me.
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
I cannot hear you anymore.
Okay, I bring you back here. And let's see what's happening. And I bring you back. Can you hear me now? Yes.
No, I don't hear you.
Oh, wow. Why is that?
Do you want me to keep on with the explanation of the song? Okay, I cannot hear you. So if you can type down what you want to ask until the sound comes back. Whatever. Jada helped me out with the song, and then she asked me to write some more stuff because it was too short, and the song transformed. And so basically, it's a song that talks about my growth, my emotional growth, and I was really upset and angry to someone at that time. And that anger was something that I wanted to canalize in something positive.
Yeah.
I didn't want the anger to kill me.
Yeah.
And I wanted to transform that. And what happened was that I did this song that I think to me is good. I really love the song. Obviously, might be that someone can say, oh, it's just cliches, it's not good stuff. I accept that, but it was a way for me to transform something very painful in something that really made me satisfied. So I took part to a competition, and I arrived in the first 10 of the charts, and there were like 60 participants, and there were a lot of people around here writing songs. So it was an honor to me to be in the first 10 people among other people that do these as a job, and I was that happy that I decided to record the song. So I went to this very nice studio, and all the musicians that I have called to collaborate for this song were really helpful to me, and they were all excited about the song and they were liking it. And so I was like, oh my goodness, they like it.
So great.
Yeah. And then I decided to publish it on stream. Now it is on Spotify, it is on YouTube, it is even on TikTok. If you want to make a funny video, it's on TikTok as well.
Oh.
And on Tidal, on on iTunes. It's
Everywhere.
almost everywhere, and it's
That's
been a good satisfaction because it came out during the quarantine
Pandemic.
period on the 20th of March, and it was something good coming out in a very sad phase of our life. It was a real crazy phase of our life. So I didn't make that as a purpose, but it was a crazy phase, really, and it got some success, not much, but people who listened to the song liked it, and so I'm happy about that. But it was something I did for myself, not for the public.
For others. Can you hear me now?
The public telling you that they like the song is something that makes me feel happy, of course, but it makes me feel happier that I have done this,
Yeah.
I achieved this thing, these results. I have published something which is really mine. It's really myself. It's my story, and not being ashamed of it, and being happy about that. I can't hear you, Plinny.
Okay, you can hear me. We have to solve this.
That's frustrating. Every time that we connect,
we have some
there is a
people
problem.
watching. So, hi, Nikki. Hi, Masiko. My brother. Hi, Rafi. Melissa. Hi, Melissa. How are you? And
it's really hard to me to read your mouth. It's hard even when you talk in Italian.
Yeah. So, can you guys hear me out there?
What should I do?
Can you say hi?
What should I do? Please type down what I should do.
I don't know. Can you? Oh, you can do something. Where do I write? I can't type here. Host the chat. Okay. Okay. It doesn't allow me. So can you just go out?
Shall I go out?
Yeah.
Shall I go out and then come back?
Yes.
Okay, I understood that. Okay, shall I connect to the link that you sent me before?
Yes.
Okay, I try to go out. How do I go out?
So
from here?
Sunny is not hearing
Oh my goodness,
me,
I cannot use this thing.
You can close. Okay, she's going away just a few seconds, and I keep you here because hello, baby. Hi, bro. How are you? Can you hear me, bro? Because we're having some issues. We had like a half an hour was perfect, and now it's like is like not working anymore. So let's see if she comes back and the audio is well. So let me know if you guys hear me. And there you go. She's back.
I'm here. Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Stupid technology. Technology.
I think everybody are using now all the streamings, and it's getting harder and harder to have a good connection now.
Yeah.
But we're back.
Assembramento.
Assembramento in Italian.
Yeah.
So we're talking about your song, and actually all the process that actually a songwriter and an artist as well, and I think everybody go through when they have to come out with a new thing. So even like people in the offices, if you are working in the office and your manager is asking you to prepare a project or a presentation, it's creating something new that didn't exist before and presenting that in front of an audience that could be your colleagues or your boss, and how you do that. It's like a really like I think everybody go crazy with this thing because you're always thinking that you're not good enough. And it's a matter really of trying out, because you actually, if you can't, just get help. And if you try, I think you can discover that you are better than you thought. Is what you discovered.
Well, I think that it's a matter of practicing. and getting familiar to things that maybe you have never done, because sometimes I have seen in my job, but even in my second job, which is music, I have seen that sometimes the limits that we put in our mind are bigger than the real limits.
That's an interesting thing.
Yeah. Once I saw a picture of a horse with a rope around his neck.
Okay.
And the rope is like connected to a chair to symbolize how sometimes you just feel that the limits are, bigger than they actually are, because a horse that is connected to a chair with a rope can just walk.
Yeah,
and just,
but it doesn't.
But he doesn't,
if you
because
remember
he thinks that the chair is stopping him from walking.
The Western movies, they used to just not even tie, but just to put the rope just around a pole or something. And I say it all the time. Hey, why is not just running away? And it's just that it thinks that it can't.
Yeah, exactly.
That's interesting.
Something that I have learned during this quarantine, if this can be inspiring to your audience, is that, I think that the quarantine had the good thing that gave you the time to focus on things that maybe you didn't have the time to focus on before.
Absolutely.
Or maybe even learn something new. For example, I've always had a guitar. I've got two guitars. These are two presents. They were given to me as presents, and I've always thought that I wasn't able, that I would have never been able, these fucking verbs, to play that. To play that. I thought I wasn't able. Okay. So these
you could never do it, not even having help.
Like I will keep the guitar there, just because it's nice to see there. What
made you change actually your mind?
Because during quarantine I had to work, because I'm a doctor, so I had to work.
You couldn't stop like the others.
No, not in first line, but I had to work. But I came home at a more human time, and I didn't have all the rehearsals live, my social life. I didn't have all these things to do in my spare time. And so I was here at home wondering, okay, how can I use my time now? And I had my guitar there watching me, like, hey, play me. And again, Jada, she told me, I'm doing lessons through Skype, through Zoom. If you want, I can show you how to play. You can learn something during the quarantine. And the result is that now I have done like 10 lessons, more or less. Just count the weeks of the quarantine, and these are my guitar lessons. And I have learned how to do something. I mean, I'm not a guitarist, obviously, but I'm learning
your finger, so it doesn't really matter to master the guitar.
But I would like to, because I've always been fascinated by that. And by people who play instruments. I have never learned playing instruments, even though my father is a musician, and I have always had everything at home. But I don't know why. I've always danced, I've always drawn, I've always been very creative, and I have always sung. But I don't know. I've never been interested in learning an instrument. But now I feel the urgency of doing that as well, because it's useful if you are a singer and you know how to play something. And I just, I started thinking that there is nothing that can't be learned. Really, it's just a matter of being a little bit, convinced that you can do that.
At least try, and then
this is the trick.
Actually, you can do it.
This is the trick, Because if you think that you cannot do something, you cannot do even the simplest thing in the world. But if you believe that you can do something, I believe I can fly, someone told in a song. Remember?
Absolutely. I think that's so
I believe I can touch the
important.
sky.
I think that we put ourselves a lot of limits that are blocking us. And I notice, and actually I learned in the last years that I was blocking myself in some things. Was not like, because we're blaming all the time others, we are blaming the situation, we're blaming a lot of things, but then the main thing we have to blame is ourselves, because we are telling ourselves, oh, I can't do that. Oh no, there is no money for that. Oh no, there is no time for that. I will do it when I will have money. I will do it when I will have time. I will do it when this thing will happen. And then you never do it, because the time is never perfect, and the money is always for something else. But then I noticed that I was doing that. And if you're only aware of what you are thinking and what you are doing, then you say, hey, wait a second. I can stop this just saying, let's try.
But time never seems enough, isn't it? Never seems enough. When you are working and you have a lot of duties in your life, and I know something about that.
You know something about that? I think they clone you, because you can't do all those things. They cloned you. There is a clone of yourself somewhere, because you can't do all those
three
things.
or four of me. Poor world. My days are 72 hours long.
72 hours. Sorry, guys, for us it's only 24. I read sometime the other day, Leonardo and Albert Einstein had a 24 hours day like us.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, okay, I can do something about it. It's a matter, don't you think it's a matter just to decide to do something and just take out the time from the diary, like you are going to the doctor or to an interview for a job?
Yeah. I think it's just a matter of wanting something.
Badly enough.
Yeah, you need to want. You need to have these urges to do something. I think it has to come out from your emotions, I think.
I think
especially if we're thinking about arts, because arts have a lot to do with you as a person. For example, Andy Warhol, which I love, he was an obsessive compulsive man.
Oh, wow, I didn't know.
He was completely mad, but look at what he did. Look what he did. He was a genius.
I think he transformed, actually. The other day I talk in one of the previous episodes, you can check them in Better Voice Now page, about vulnerability. And Reynolds, she's an Aquaman of Good Morning America, and she said, make your mess your message. And that's exactly what even Andy Warhol did. He brought all that stuff, all his obsession, and made art out of it. And also you did the same, because you transform your bad moments and those bad emotions and negative feelings in something creative. Right?
But I think that what moves songwriters first is that the need of putting the bad emotions, sad emotions, write them down or transform them some way in something that's nice. I think that the step that you should do would be try to write even though you are not sad, and maybe when you're happy.
Yeah,
But
but with an emotion. If an emotion is there,
yeah,
just
but
use it.
yeah, trying to use all the emotions that you, all the colors that you can have inside yourself, you know. Why I think, to me, for example, but maybe because I am not a professional songwriter, to me it is easier to have ideas when I'm, you know, in a bad mood, or when I'm sad, or when I think to something that makes me feel a little bit upset. The images come
Easier.
out easier and more naturally than when I am happy. And maybe because when you're happy, you don't feel the urgency to transform what you're feeling in something else,
Yeah,
because you're
that can
happy
be.
and
Yeah.
you're just living the moment. If you want to be a pro, a pro songwriter, you should be able to do that. Like, you know, okay, now I'm writing a song. And that's something that I can't do, and I don't think that I will never do that, because my job is
Oh,
another.
are you saying can't do that?
Yes, sorry.
Never say can't.
Never say can't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all. You see how easy it's like to just be trapped in this kind of things. Like we so easily say, "Oh, I think I would never." We do that. We say that
Yeah.
so easily, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe it's easier to say so instead of, okay, I can do that.
I'm actually doing it.
Because I'm actually doing it and I can do it. Is something that um, puts you in a sort of mood of effort. You know, you have to make an effort,
I'm right for yeah.
while telling I cannot do something. It's just, you know, let it go, live in it, and you're
It's
not
easier.
making any effort. Yeah, you're not making any effort to do that. You're not doing anything.
Exactly.
So
It's like it's really difficult because we are kind of trapped in a kind of comfort zone, and it looks nice and everything is easy, and then when you want to do a new thing, you have to do something new, and you don't want to do it and say, yeah, no, it takes too much. It's too
yeah,
much energy. If I stay here, it's fine. Yeah, I'm not doing it, but
new
I
things
can't
are
do that.
scary.
So
Yeah, but
yeah.
new things are scary for everyone, you know. Like, this diversity is scary for the most of people,
Mm.
unfortunately. And so it's easier to, you know, to say, okay, I'm not
Yeah,
doing that. Mm.
yeah, exactly. Like uncertainty and what we don't know, and it's
Yeah.
better like to have everything under control. But how exciting is when you actually try new things and say, "Hey, I can do it."
Yes,
Why you
exactly.
didn't do
Yeah.
it before,
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
right?
Yeah. Yeah,
You do the thing that
exactly.
you wait like years to try, and then you make it and say, "Huh, I thought it was actually harder than this." And then you're actually good at that, or you may be even a complete disaster, but you look back and say, oh, that was not so hard to try.
Yeah.
It's so incredible what we have in the head.
Yeah, you know, sometimes, for example, people who suffer from phobias,
Hmm.
for I don't know, spaces, animals, and they get,
Crowds, like, yeah,
yeah, they get, yeah, spiders. They get anxious just at
spiders,
the thought,
yeah.
yeah, just at the thought of facing the situation. And
Oh.
sometimes, well, often, or yeah, often, the mind can be very tricky and can transform what you fear in a big monster. And when you face it, you realize that it's not that, you know,
Hmm.
not that big. But um, for example, people who face arachnophobia, the
I
therapy is
can't
just
face it. I
it's
can't face a
exposing them.
spider. No,
You know,
please.
no,
No,
you hate
please.
spiders,
I hate
really?
spiders, and a couple of nights ago, I had a spider big like this in my room,
Obviously, the
and I
marshmallow.
didn't sleep all night until I touched him.
Really?
And a friend of mine from Australia told me, "Oh my gosh, I had a spider big like this, like 5 centimeters of spider." Because in Ireland we have a big spiders, bigger than Sardinia. And he told me, "How come on? That's a baby spider for us in Australia because we have 20 centimeters of 20. It's like that, 20 centimeters of spiders here." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
You know what? The therapy for that is just expose yourself to the spider and
So
face
I
your
have to bring a
fear.
tarantula in my hand. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It could be yeah, it could be strong therapy for you.
Yeah, I will I will I will try one day.
Are you swallowing?
I'm already like
Sweating. Yeah, a lot.
panicking. Oh
Yeah.
my
Let's
gosh!
get
No,
back to music.
tell me something else like harder. And this is actually a good tip if you're facing actually something that you're afraid of.
Yeah, yeah. That was the sense
Even a
of what
small
I said.
thing,
Yeah.
everything else will seem so easy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Try.
exactly.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
spiders. Yeah, the spiders can wait.
Yeah, the
Okay.
spiders can wait.
To just
Start
leave the spiders on the side because I'm already
Plinny.
scared and
Plinny,
I'm
you
looking on the floor
Plinny,
already.
you can start just with with the pictures of the spider and expose
Oh,
yourself
I
to the pictures.
can't. I have goosebumps everywhere. Okay, I can't. Okay,
Guys, I'm
I
doing
can't.
therapy to your coach.
Yeah, every coach needs a coach,
Yeah,
of
of
course.
course. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
But
that's true.
to
That's
go
true.
back to your song
Yeah, yeah.
and leaving just the
Let's talk about
spiders
music.
away, we're talking about you, not me.
Yeah, of course.
Um, I'll
You have
simply just
learned how to do
change the
your job.
topic of an interview, take a note,
You have learned how to do your job, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about you
Let's
and
talk
not
about your
me.
song. Uh,
Yeah.
what's your song about?
Yeah, that's what I
We
told you
already
before.
talked about like this breakdown and all these negative emotions.
Yeah.
What is it talking about? Like, how did you transform emotions that are,
Mm.
that are ethereal, like in words?
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's a tough question. I don't know. It it just came naturally. It
Oh,
came naturally.
really?
Yeah, it came naturally. When I wrote the first part. Obviously, the second part was a sort of studied
Oh,
part,
and
but
you
it wasn't.
guys stay there. Sorry, Sunny. Stay there because the Sunny's gonna sing the song now. Okay.
Yeah,
And
I will
then we put all
try
the
at
links
least.
to their audios and videos
Yeah,
and everything and their
yeah.
page. So stay tuned, stay with us. In a couple of minutes, she's gonna sing. So stay with us.
Okay.
So what's the song about? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was telling you. Yeah, the first part was very natural, came out very naturally. The second part was a little bit more studied, but it was the one who made the change of the sense of the entire song.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
and
basically, when you actually connected with your truth,
yeah, yeah,
in
there
that
was
moment
something.
you got
Yeah,
actually all the words are coming
yeah,
downloading.
yeah, yeah. When Jada told me, please write another part, um, I thought, okay, and I did that like in 1 hour.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It came out. It just came out.
That's the thing that a lot
It
of
was
songwriters
like,
told me. You
the
just open to
sensation.
it. Yeah.
The sensation was more or less the one that you have when you are when you cry, all of your tears, and when you finish, you feel lighter.
Mm.
And to me, writing that second part was more or less like that. Me feeling lighter after, like a
Oh, that's
feather.
that's
Ah,
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
it's a therapeutic song.
I
I
think
had
it's a
I had
yeah.
I also had critics because I gave the lyrics to a person who is a native English speaker, because I wanted this person to, to adjust the words, because writing in a language which is not yours, it's never,
The
well,
son
it's
is from
easy.
Verona. We already said, but
I think it is emotionally easier because there is this barrier. And so it is easier for you to express your emotions, because it was like, it's like expressing them but not expressing them for real. If you talk in your,
it makes
yeah,
sense.
if you talk in your own language, you are talking your own language, and so you are,
It's like talking to the mirror and saying the things, and
you're,
they are
yeah,
bad
you're,
things sometimes that you don't
yeah,
want it to be so uh, so honest with
yeah,
yourself about writing
exactly.
in English. Yeah, for me it's the same.
Yeah, when you write
Uh,
in Italian, it's like putting the cards on a table. And
yeah,
yeah, and so you are listening to yourself saying those things, and then afterwards other people are going to listen to those things. So I think that writing in Italian, it's even more difficult, and that's something that I would like to do. Well, I am trying to do now, but I just want to be stick on my Britgal project now, so I will
stick
focus on
with the
English
plan.
songs.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm
that's my
also trying,
mantra.
yeah, I am also trying to, to explore things that I thought that I would have never explored because I thought I couldn't. And now I've seen that I can write some images, some things that are nice even in Italian. So I would like to practice more and more and more until I will write a finished song in Italian, but it will be,
Interesting.
in some months.
How important was actually to make this project true, real, uh, to actually try other things later?
Mm, well, it was
Did it
a
give you
starting.
more confidence, like on
Yeah,
trying new
yeah,
things?
exactly. It was a starting point to me,
Wow.
because a starting point, but something that inside myself created a sort of, um how do you say that in English, a sort of a virtuous circle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm. And so, making the song, recording it, working on it with other artists, made me meet other artists, other creative people, and helped me to, to take tips from
yeah.
everyone, and also feedbacks, because I
Oh,
had a lot
yeah.
of feedbacks from a lot of musicians who were
Mhm.
telling me, oh, nice songs, it reminds me of, but maybe next time I would put this different, I would do this in this way instead of. And I don't think that these comments has to be used like, oh my god, I've done a crap.
Yeah.
No,
No.
they have to be taken like, okay, I've made my first song, I am 40 years old, and to me it's a starting point now where the most of people start writing songs maybe in their 20s, and
Yeah.
I started in my 20s, but I didn't have, the courage to show off what I did. And so I think it was a starting point to me, and something to, you know yeah, a starting point to make a path of growth
Yeah.
in an artistic way, because I think that someone can write songs until he died, because there is no age to, there is no age,
No,
but
to
maybe for the,
creativity, absolutely no.
if you
To
want to
anything,
be,
actually.
I think if you want to be in the music market, maybe there is a limit, okay, but that's not my case. But for doing arts, for acting, writing songs or books or poems or painting, there is no age. You can do that
Yeah.
anytime you want. You can
Yeah.
start at 50, 60, 80 if you have the,
Yeah.
if
Whatever.
your
Yeah.
brain, if
Exactly.
your brain can do that, you can do that.
That's fantastic. Can you listen to the song now?
Yeah, I will try to see if this works, because every
Okay, it's an
time.
acoustic kind of thing because we are live here on Be Live TV.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
Is
then
Jada connected? Is Jada connected? Have you seen if
see.
she's
Hi, Jada.
is she connected? No, maybe not. Yeah, because I have to give the credits to her, because she recorded the
The guitar for your.
the guitars for me. Yeah. And so she did a very nice work in
Oh
acoustic,
yeah.
and also in the version that you can listen to on iTunes for free. No, for free. On iTunes is not for free. On YouTube is for free. On Spotify, if some of you have Spotify, you can listen
Yeah.
to that. Add that to your playlist if you like it.
I did it. I did it. It's on
Yeah.
my playlist between One Republic and Giving the Grow.
Oh wow. Wow.
It's
What an
one of the
honor.
first songs that I listen to in the morning because it gives me a good mood. When you
Wow.
say I'm a survivor, and I'm like, yeah, I can face anything
Yeah.
today because I'm a survivor and I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah,
That's the mood of the song, and I love it.
that's exactly the message that I wanted to, you
You
know,
got it.
to
I
to
got it.
express. Yeah, I love that. Thank you.
So we're gonna listen to it now,
Okay, let's try.
guys. I'm so happy to have here Britgal, and she's gonna sing her song. What's the title of your song?
That's Crazy Phase.
Crazy Face.
Okay, let's try to start.
Really acoustic here with
Yeah.
the guitar of Jada.
Next time I will play that on my guitar.
Britgal, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Let's do that. Fantastic. It's not
Yeah, we
working.
are live.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
worry.
You know
We're
what?
trying to get the backing tracks, and we are completely live. So it's 9:34 in Dublin. So just
You
stay
know
there.
what happened?
Yeah.
My Bluetooth got
Okay.
connected to the phone. So
There you
the
go.
speaker was
Oh, okay.
speaking with your
What's
voice
up?
and not
Oh,
with the song.
okay.
Now I cannot listen to you anymore.
No
However,
worries. Stop me and
can you
get the
listen to
music.
me?
Yeah.
Say yes. Okay.
Yes.
My cat has gone away in a place where nothing lasts. It's hard for me to say that he forgot the past. I thought you were the right one. I thought you were my man. I left my future in your hands. My world is tumbling down now, got a storm inside my mind. You behave like you don't care no more, what we had was just a lie. Light passing through my fingers like the sucky yellow sand. And I can't see how this will end. I feel I'm a survivor. Out there, I can't stop screaming. Are you listening? Couldn't think you would be home again. I was down to all that pain. I don't think I will forget you. Now I know that it was just a crazy phase. Just a crazy phase. The man is getting closer, saying there's no need to cry. Even though you are a woman now, I'll protect it till I die. His words dry all my tears, wash out my fears, and the sunlight breaks the gray. I feel I'm a survivor. I can't stop screaming. Are you listening? Can I think you will come home again? Get me numb to all that pain. I don't think I will forget you. Now I know that it is just your crazy fate. I won't see the turns black. I feel a fret in my back. And realize that I was dreaming. Everything's like the beginning, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. I feel I'm a survivor. I can't stop bleeding. Do you care for me? I think you'll be home again. Get me numb to all that pain. I don't think I will forget you. Now I know that it was just I feel I'm a survivor, landing in a desert island. I can't stop screaming. Are you there for me? I don't think you will come home again. Can you understand my pain? I don't think I will forgive you. Now I know that it was just a crazy phase. Don't think you will be home again. Can be numb to all that pain. I don't think I will forgive you. Now I'm sure that it is not your crazy face. Now I know you are anew. I know this is not you. Now I know the right's not you. Oh, I'm gonna find a better you. I don't hear you.
Hey!
Let me connect. Maybe I can hear you with the Bluetooth.
That was amazing. Thank you so much. So let's bring this down.
Try to speak.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can't hear you anymore.
Oh, just a second.
No.
You can't? You have to do what you did before.
Shall I go out and come in again? Yeah.
You need to.
Okay.
Britgal, ladies and gentlemen, she was amazing. Don't you like the song like I do? It's incredible. It's in my set list. And because I'm gonna sing it in next gig. And it's also she's coming back. There you go. And it's also in my Spotify playlist because I want to start every morning with your song. You were amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Could you hear me? Because I don't think that the sound was really good. I'm talking and singing in this.
Oh, it was amazing. I got all the emotions.
Okay.
I think that
yeah,
that's the important thing.
You're a big friend of mine, so I love you so much.
Of course I am. Of course I am. So thank you so much for singing that song.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure to do that.
I want to ask you as well, how can my audience reach out to you? Do you have a page? Do you have give me all the contacts because I will be sharing them down below.
Okay. I tend to use Instagram now more than Facebook. However, I've got a page on Facebook, but I think that you kind of tagged my link in your post, so
yeah, I tagged
they can find the page there. and I usually put there all the news. Now we didn't have much news
Yeah, I
because
think it
of
was the same here in Dublin. Everything just
yeah.
stopped. There in Verona, there are a lot of great
Yeah,
musicians,
the
and you guys
page,
got
yeah, yeah. The page was sort of not dead, but sort of. While I'm keeping a little bit more alive the one on Instagram because it is easier, and I put there photos, or I put there the playlist that of the songs that
that you
I
play.
get inspired from, and
Mm,
also that are in the set list of
your
Britgal,
set.
when my set when we go out playing live. And yeah, you can see all our dates there. Obviously our gigs are around Verona. It would be nice to come to Dublin and play there, but I think it's
Organize
gonna.
that. I see. Actually, we have a Doris. Hi, Doris. Doris, she's
Hi.
a promoter here in Dublin.
Okay,
Doris,
fantastic.
go and check her out because she's gonna visit me very soon, and
Yes.
you might
Yes.
want to organize her gig because she's
Yes, yes,
brilliant.
yes, 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 yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So Instagram, YouTube too,
Yes, we have we have YouTube.
Facebook.
We have we have just started with YouTube, but there are a couple of videos of our live gigs, and there is
Mm.
also, I think, a video of Crazy Phase there. It was maybe the first time that we played that live.
Oh,
There is
nice.
the full version of it. Yeah, we're gonna post other videos as soon as
As
the
soon as you
live
just
gigs
start.
will start again. Yeah, we are really looking forward to start again because it's like, breathing fresh air, going out and play live. But
Yeah. As the
now
situation
everything,
there, when you think you could start playing again?
I don't know,
Any dates?
touching wood, maybe August, but
Hmm.
still we don't have any date confirmed. We had all dates to be confirmed, but now the situation is really bad
They were all
because of,
cancelled, basically. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there is an economical crisis now, so it's going to be a little bit tougher now for
Hmm.
people running activities to let the band play because there is no money actually. But I hope that things will get better soon.
Yeah.
And
I
we
think
really,
though
really,
that quarantine has been an easier situation for people thanks to art. So people relied on music, TV, movies,
yeah,
all
yeah, but
the art is out
yeah.
there to just go through it, and I think they will look forward to go out and listen to music again. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. But again, the problem, well, we should do another direct about that.
We can
Is
do
how,
an entire episode about that.
yeah, because the problem in Italy, but I think it's like that all over the world, unless you aren't under a major label, and then you
Yeah,
are respected as a musician. But if you aren't, which is the majority of musicians, um, when you say you're a musician, then people ask you, okay, and what's your real job? Yeah, I'm a musician. I
like come
studied for
on,
that. It's
it's
like
really
that.
crazy because that's a job, and actually people think that we just go there and sing that
Yeah,
night.
and you just
But
go
you
there,
actually
and
pass,
you're enjoying yourself, and so
and
yeah, you
yeah,
are
so
enjoying.
yeah, but you are
You're not
training
working
all
basically.
the
Yeah,
week. You are practicing and getting
yeah,
ready to be the best of to give the best of yourself, and
yeah,
they don't count that.
yeah,
And remember, people, that art is what makes you go through the tough moments. You
yeah,
listen to
yeah,
songs,
yeah,
you watch movies. Those are artists working. And
yeah,
I think we need to support, not only because I am a singer as well, I'm an actor, but it's because really art makes you go through the tough moments. If
yeah.
there were
That's what
no
he did.
music, there were no movies, there
Yeah,
were not
yeah,
paintings and
yeah, yeah,
poems and books, I think
yeah,
people couldn't go through that.
yeah. That's what he did during the quarantine.
Yeah.
So I really
So
hope that
support
this.
artists around you and
I
find
really,
them and
yeah.
support them.
I really, yeah, I really hope that people will learn to respect more this job because this is a proper job, and people who does this for living, they really study the whole day to bring to you a nice show.
Yeah.
So 1 hour or 2 hours of show is like hours and hours
Month.
and hours and
Yeah.
years of study, of spending money for instruments and, you know, computers and things that help the musicians to do their things in a
Yeah.
good way.
How do you think
um,
people can support musicians in this moment?
I think that they should respect musician not talking when musicians are playing, because musicians are not a jukebox, okay?
Don't talk
uh,
while we are playing, please. Huh?
yes,
Respect
please,
the
if you don't
musician.
want to listen to me,
Go
just
out.
go out, go anywhere else. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's unrespectful.
Yeah.
It's like going to the theater and talking. It's the same thing. If
Yeah.
you go to the theater or to the cinema, do you talk to other people? No, you don't. And so
No, they kill you.
yeah, they kill you. So it's more or less
They
the
kick
same
you
thing.
out.
It should be the same thing. And also, people who listen to music should buy music,
Hmm.
buy music, and not, just, oh, I got it for free. Yeah, I have been, the smartest one. I got it for free. No, because for producing that, people have spent a lot of energies and money, and
Yeah.
that's
I think
art.
that they can reach out to your favorite musician, your friend musician, and ask them how you can help, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
every
yeah,
musician can like release tickets in
yeah,
advance for next gig, or can sell the
yeah,
merchandising, or you can, some of them have the Patreon. Every musician has his own thing. How
yeah.
can
I,
your audience actually, or my audience, support you?
my suggestion would be that in every pub or venue, even small venue, there should be a very little ticket, even €2. But if you are talking about like 100, 150 people going into the place and listening to music, and they pay like €2 each, you're gonna pay the musicians.
Yeah.
And so it should be more respectful to do that, instead of sometimes people running places that make music, they ask you to bring your own crew. That
Oh,
would be
that's
much
another thing
more.
that happens. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be much more respectful for what we do, because I consider myself as a part-time player, but I use all my time. I mean, all my
Mm.
spare time is focused on music. So maybe I'm not a full-time musician, but I'm a part-time singer. And so I take this thing very seriously, and I hate when people don't respect that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you want to give any advice to people that has the projects inside the drawer? How can
Yeah.
they bring them back and start to work on them and make them a reality?
Mhm. Okay, the first tip that I want to give, that I said before, is don't think that it's too late for doing things, because it's never too late until you're dead. So don't
Mm.
don't don't think that it's too late. You can do that. If you want to do that, you can do that anytime you want. Maybe it's going to be maybe different from how you would have done that in your 20s, because you're supposed to be grown up. you know
Yeah, probably
uh,
it's even better to start something when you are like 30 or 40, because
yeah, but you
you
can
take
do
it
that.
seriously.
And also, um, try to be honest with yourself.
Hmm.
If you're honest to yourself, you're gonna make what you want in life, and you're gonna realize what you want in life.
That's great. I agree
That's
completely.
yeah, that's what I feel I could give as a tip, as a suggestion to people listening now.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. It's been
Thank you
nice
so
being
much.
here.
So we stayed more than 1 hour, and it was a pleasure. When I say more
I
than
thought,
1 hour, it's because I'm enjoying it.
you know, I thought I would have struggled more talking to you in a language which is not mine, but
There you go. You were
I
brilliant,
made it.
actually. You made
If
it.
you if you want, you can
See?
make it. Yeah.
That's the third like
The third,
advice. If you
yeah,
want
yeah,
it, you
yeah,
can make it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. So
Okay.
thank you so much. Thanks so much
Thanks
for
to you.
joining me today, and
Thank
thanks
you.
so much to I see Sophie and the Selena. Oh, Selena was watching us, and you were singing as well.
Thank you,
Uh,
Selene.
Doris, Loana, Marianna, thank you so much for joining us today. Looking forward to Monday. And I'm going live on Better Voice Now page on Facebook every Monday, 8:30. So tune in. Every week there is a different topic or a different guest. So you have to look forward to
Fantastic.
Monday. Monday is not nice. We don't like it, right? We don't like Mondays, but I wanted to create something to inspire you and something to look forward to Monday, to something that we don't like.
Can I tell you one last thing about
Yeah,
that?
sure.
Being a doctor means working 24 hours per day and 7 days per week, basically. And so when you have the Sunday shift, 24 hours shift, you really look forward to Monday.
So it's all depends on
Yeah.
points of view.
It is just a matter of point of view. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we
Yeah.
look forward to Monday. So we'll see you next week,
Yeah.
8:30, Dublin time, Ireland time.
Yeah.
And Sunny, thank you so much. If you want to, no, you have to go and listen. Britgal music. Go on Instagram. Go on YouTube. Go on Facebook. Britgal. It's just
Spotify.
how you see it there.
Spotify.
Spotify is there. Put it on your set list and start the day with a song, and you will be another person.
Yeah.
You will be like, yeah, I can rock it. I can kill it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining me.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.